right, Laura, also, Colin Powell was on one of the chat shows on Sunday. He warned Republicans if, these voter ID laws are going to backfire, it's going to energize minorities to vote them out of office. But when you look at places where you have to produce a photo ID to do things, why not to vote? You need a photo ID to buy cigarettes and booze, go to an R-rated movie, buy Sudafed, use an unsigned credit card, rent a car, get a hotel, go through customs, board an airplane, open a bank account, a marriage license. Why not to vote?
Because desperate people are to portray America as a horribly racist and discriminatory place where we can patronize apparently we can patronize an entire class of people for political gain. And I think, the usual suspects, mostly on the left, are doing this with minority groups, minority neighborhoods, where to get it, by the way, to get an EBT card,
yep.
Which is a food stamps, what we call food stamps today, you have to show ID. Right, to get into this building today to do this show,
sure.
I had to show my Fox ID, or you have to show another ID.
But Laura,
so to say that that's discriminatory is preposterous.
But I think what Colin Powell was saying was a different kind of an argument, which was what I want your opinion on. Do you think that it's perilous for Republicans to push so hard against this when it comes to votes?
Well, if they can't make the argument, yeah. If Republicans are so afraid of making a common sense argument in favor of a pure vote. A pure vote means that the African American in Chicago who has an ID and who actually votes, that his or her vote is not diluted or disenfranchised because an illegal alien in another part of Chicago goes ahead and votes with a fake Social Security number or whatever that person does.
Or votes twice.
So, or votes twice or three times. And the voter fraud issue is something that that Democrats clearly don't care about, and they're going to push the limit on all of these arguments. In part, it's to whip up the vote. I think Colin Powell is probably right about that, although it would be nice, wouldn't it, if someone with the stature and the grace of Colin Powell would come forward and say, guys, let's treat ourselves like adults here.
Sure.
Let's get our IDs, and if you have trouble getting an ID, I'm sure there's a special interest group out there that will drive you to the DMV to get your ID. He could actually lead on this, and instead he kind of parrots the obvious. But that's not anything new from Colin Powell, sadly, lately.
All right, we'll see what happens. Laura, always a pleasure.